Sword4000 versus the world. Wow, what a title. And you are here, you clicked on this video, you thought, what is he doing now? How is he going against the world? Why is he talking in, like, commentary mode? What's this gameplay in the background? Why are we on the third channel? So many questions. Well, I'm here to answer them all. First off, why are we on the third channel? Well, this is the introduction to a brand new series that I'm going to be starting on this channel right here. So first off, if you're not subscribed to more Sword4000, feel free to subscribe. That is where I'm going to be posting everything I talk about in this video from now on. Now, don't worry, I'm still going to be posting weekly videos on the second channel, and as much as I can on the main channel once the videos are done. Those videos just take a long time. But let's get to why you're really here. Sword4000 versus the world. What is it? Well, it has come to my attention that I may be slightly washed. I know, yeah, you may not think it because I only post the videos where I do well, but I have been dying a lot in my events recently. It's not good. People in my events are PvPing for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, just training PvP constantly, and they are getting too good for me to compete with. Now, as much as I'm still much better than the average player, like, you put me up against a random Minecraft player, I'm probably going to beat them in a PvP fight. But in my events, I've just not been playing well recently, and I want to improve with PvP. However, I do not wish to PvP for 8 hours a day training because it bores me. I think it's a bit sweaty, and I just can't get, like, invested in it. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. So I thought, how do I get good? And that is basically fight the entire world. Yep. I know I dressed up as Batman a few months ago, but now I'm just going full Batman mode, and I'm going to take on the entire world. And what I really mean is, I'm going to fight some of the greatest people in Minecraft every single week on this channel, and I am going to show every single second of what happens. So, here is my plan. I have a list of some of the greatest PvPers in Minecraft that are content creators, and also I would like to class them as my friends, and every single week there is going to be a video posted on this channel which is between 15, 20, and 30 minutes long, and the video will be titled Sword4000 versus, and then the name of the player that I am fighting that week. The video will consist of 10 sword duels and 5 shieldless UHC duels. However, there's a little bit of a twist that's going to be with it, and the video's not really going to be about the outcome of the PvP. Like, I don't want there to be any pressure if I lose every single fight against the creators that I go up against, because if I just list off a couple of the people, Floatives, Sharpness, Clown Pierce, DeQuavis MC, I'm probably going to lose against all of these people, I'll be honest. They're all much better than me. But the videos that I'm going to make are not about the outcome of those. I plan to try and get better by PvPing my friends on video. You guys are going to see every single second of it. All the videos are going to be completely raw. I'm going to press record and I'm going to go, hey guys, welcome to today's video. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to learn and get better at PvP whilst just casually having fun with my friends whilst PvPing. So do not expect this to be, if you search pretty much any, like, YouTubers fighting on YouTube, it's usually just with music in the background and dead silent because they're so locked in. That does not appeal to me at all. I want to talk to my friends whilst casually PvPing. Actually, you could probably see it more of like a podcast. It's going to be me and a YouTuber friend of mine just kind of chatting shit, maybe insulting each other, talking about life. It's going to be like a podcast whilst PvPing. So whether I win or whether I don't, I might surprise myself and actually win some of the fights. I do plan to try and take some advice away from each fight that I do. But I'm excited to just kind of chat to my friends. You guys are going to see us kind of off camera, but on camera, if that makes sense. It's going to be very, very casual PvP. I'm so used to fighting, like, really good people in a really, like, locked in try-hard mode in events where you, like, don't really talk to each other. If you guys watch my second channel, you know I try and, like, kind of jab at people verbally. You know, I like to chat shit a little bit when I fight, and, you know, it does get people riled up, but a lot of the time people don't, like, give it back because they just think that, like, oh, they're so locked in. But this is going to be way more casual. It's going to be fighting somebody that's, like, insane at the game, but in a very chill way. And I think it's going to change my mindset of how I play, take a little bit of the pressure off because I also know that there is no video on the line and there's nothing to lose. And it's going to allow me to actually become better because I've realized in my own events, against, like, the average event player in my event, I'm probably, like, I'm actually above average for sure. But it kind of, like, I play into, like, an ego almost where I get to a point where I'm like, oh my god, I am the greatest player in this lobby. I cannot die right now, no matter who comes at me. They are not going to kill me. And then I get too hot-headed, I go into a fight, and then I die, and then I've lost the video. Because obviously I'm not going to post a video where I only survive for 20 minutes. So then it's like, well, okay, I'm done. There we go. Now I have to host another game, which I don't really want to do. I want to kind of take the pressure off myself, get better in a more casual way, and also a way that you guys can see my improvement. I have absolutely no expectation of how this is going to go. Well, my expectation, honestly, is I'm going to lose most fights, and I'm dumping all of my aura on this channel. You guys are going to see me, you're going to expose me as the fraud I am, and you're going to realize, oh, this guy probably isn't as good against some of the greatest players in the world as I thought he is. But that is exactly what I want to do, because I feel like, I mean, in the Mr. Beast video the other day, like, oh, a few weeks ago, actually, he posted, he TP'd to me, mid-sneak attack, got me killed, by the way, but no, he said, you're the Hunger Games guy. Mr. Beast called me the Hunger Games guy in front of 20 million people, which now has the expectation, if you're the Hunger Games guy, people are going to think you're good at the game. Now, obviously, I'm not awful at the game, but that sets a huge expectation for people if they go to my videos as the Hunger Games guy. Like, granted, yeah, I do post a lot of Hunger Games videos, and I do PvP a lot, but, like, you will see when I start playing against actually good PvPers, there is a huge, clear skill gap. And I'm not saying that, like, I need to be humbled. I also don't want to keep waffling here. I kind of want to stick to the point of what I'm trying to make with this video. But I think this is going to allow me to just improve my confidence when PvPing against some really good players in a very casual format that you guys are going to be able to also enjoy. Because I feel like indirectly, as a result of doing so many Hunger Games videos that so many people have seen, and to be fair, the ones that I post, obviously I do well in. It's very rare that I post a video that I don't perform well in. It's set an expectation where I've been grouped in with a lot of creators that are significantly better than me at PvP. And I feel like, obviously, you know, you see those videos where it's Sword4000 versus Wembu, Sword4000 versus Clownpiz, Sword4000 versus Speed Silver. And then they start giving me, like, points in things that I definitely probably shouldn't be winning points in. So I guess this is a good way to also see where I stand against creators, some regular people. I'm definitely still going to be including some regular people in here, but it'll give me a good idea to figure out where I actually stand, because I will be doing another annual Hunger Games this year, and I do want some incredibly good players to participate in it, and I also want to be able to compete with those incredibly good players. So I feel like this is the best way that I can actually increase my level of PvP, whilst also giving you guys something to watch. It's going to be, like, you guys are going to see when the first one goes out, it's going to be so raw. There's going to be awkward pauses, probably. There's going to be really bad moments where I mess up, or they mess up, whoever I'm fighting messes up really badly. Could be complete silent. If it's a creator that I'm not, like, super close with, it's probably going to be, like, a little bit maybe awkward. You may be watching it thinking, oh, this is an awkward watch. Whereas, like, there's creators that I know I'm going to go into it, like, for example, Judlo, DeQuavis, Mind of Neo, Chief XD. Those are all creators that I'm going to be posting videos with at some point, and you guys are going to see that there is chemistry there, because those are my friends that I speak to often, and we're going to jab at each other, and it'll be much more enjoyable to watch with them rather than a creator that I don't speak to much often. But I think it's just going to be a cool way for you guys to kind of get to know me and other creators through this kind of PvP content that is going to allow me to get better. And also, I feel like if I'm fighting my friends, by the way, you're definitely going to see me crash out at some point. I may bang my desk or something like that. But I feel like I'm more willing to be like, oh, hold up, let me just think about what I just did there. That was bad version of PvP, or maybe, you know, I messed up in that, and I can kind of learn from it. Whereas against a random person, they're just going to want to try and kill me. You know what I mean? So they just want to fight, get the kill, and move on, because they are doing the try-hard stuff. Whereas I want to be taking it more socially, more casually, figuring out why I'm maybe a little trash in certain areas, and trying to get a little bit better. Since I started doing, like, the civilization stuff, I've approached Minecraft a lot more socially than I used to. I played factions for like 7 years on 1.8, and that was, you know, that was pure, locked in, sweaty 1.8 PvP. And then I went into the civilization and 100 days stuff, and that was a lot more like social, enjoyable. And then I feel like it's gradually getting a little bit closer towards the sweaty stuff, and I just haven't been able to put the time in towards practicing PvP to compete in that space and then be able to, you know, keep up. Like, I mean, I'm still posting videos. You're probably going to watch this and think, what is this guy talking about? He's decent at the game. He posts videos where he wins the Hunger Games, and, you know, he can keep up with these people. But those are the average player, and I'm going to be putting myself up against some of the best players in the world, and I want to really just emphasize that's what's going to be going on this channel. And this is going to be weekly, and like I said, it's going to be every single week on the same day that this video goes out. So every Tuesday I'm going to be posting a new video, and it will just be titled Sword4000 versus and then the name of whoever I'm fighting. It'll be between 15 and 30 minutes-ish of, you know, just PvP and just chatting shit. Expect some bad jokes, expect some funny moments, and yeah, just PvP, just general conversation. It's gonna be like a podcast, like I said. I don't have any expectation on views. Even if it only gets 1 view, and it's you that's watching right now, you are the only person that is watching this, and yeah, you're probably, he's talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking about you. If you are the only person that is watching this video right now, and you're like, hold up, this sounds like it's going to be really cool, and I'm going to be able to get to know Sword and some other creators a little bit better, then don't worry, because every single week that video is going to come out. So until I've ran out of opponents, that video is going to come out every single week. So you can trust that I am going to be there with this content, even if it is only you watching it. And if you... yeah, I'm still talking to you, by the way. Have any suggestions of who you want to see me fight? I mean, I've got a list of creators already that I'm going to work through. But if there are any creators that you want to suggest that I fight, and maybe that creator isn't already on my list, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to take suggestions. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this goes. I really think I'm going to get my arse beat a lot. And I think it's going to be quite humiliating, but it's fine. I need to improve at the game because I've been dying too often, and I feel like putting everything on the line every single week and really showing you guys. You will also see it in my second channel videos and my main channel videos performance. Like, I will be getting better as a result of this, hopefully. So, yeah, I guess I will see you guys this time next week against my first opponent.